Okay, so some of you might be thinking to yourself, well, what are you investing in terms of crypto and why, right? And it's probably going to surprise some of you what the answer might be. Believe it or not, I actually don't own any Bitcoin or Ethereum right now, although in the future, that may be something that I get into, especially if we start looking into like when we hit that contrade of winter as like a resource or like a stable-ish sort of asset to be able to hold while we're in some of a decline. But for now, I definitely think, like I said before in many of my videos, we are not quite, haven't seen that blow off the top yet, for this entire bull run. Even though, yes, we did drop below that 50 EMA weekly, I get it, there's some fear out there, but this just kind of, to me, feels more like a perfect time to either like plummet it real fast, real quick, just to build up some, take out some longs, new positions, and just wipe that out completely. But let's remember, if you know anything about liquidity and market makers, the market makers are always going to be seeking out where they can make the most money, right? And we, right above 126,000, we did leave a ton of liquidity up there, right? There are billions of dollars from shorts that had started their positions up at the 126K mark that are just sitting up there. And I, for one, do not think that market makers are going to let that sit up there. Now, going back to what I was originally talking about, why am I not invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum? Because I personally think that those will run, yes, but I don't think that they will run as dramatically as some of the altcoins that we have. My biggest position by far is XRP. Now, I know some of y'all probably don't really like XRP that much. I get it. It's fine. I can understand the concerns that many people do have with XRP. It is, more centralized. It's not decentralized. It's run by about 150 different nodes that are pre-selected by Ripple, the company. Ripple basically owns the entire supply to, for the most part, of all the XRP, right? I mean, they own such a large portion that they basically have control over it. But in my mind, I think to myself, if I'm the government and I'm, looking into cryptocurrency, do I really want to own a cryptocurrency that I have zero control over, like a decentralized Bitcoin or Ethereum or something to that regard? Or would I rather own something that I can control? Like if I have, for, let's say, for example, a company that has most of the supply of a particular coin, and that company just happens to be in my country. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts and why I lean towards why I think XRP might be a very, very valuable coin in the future. Now, am I one of those people who thinks that XRP is going to go to 1,000 or